respected artist ever in the Philippines, national artist Ricky Lee, and the leaders of the Federation of the leaders of the Federation of Filipino Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry, Inc., FFCCCII, here the Vice President, Mr. Jeffrey Nang. Before we acknowledge a few other guests, we'd like to acknowledge the presence of Professor Alex Magno, a schoolmate of national artist, pero younger daw, sabi ni Professor. Younger. And also, the nephew of Mr. Ricardo Lee, who came earlier here, Mr. Ben Lee, and his son John, for joining us and sharing the story of our national artist and his family history. Plus other people here. Assistant Secretary General Mr. Gino Chen of the FFCCCII. Dr. Lily Lim also was here. We'll start. This is a special program for FFCCCII. This is a national organization nationwide with 170 chambers and business organizations spread out all over the Philippines, from Apari to Tawi-Tawi. We'd like to invite the Vice President, Mr. Jeffrey Nang, to give a message. I'll introduce him a little bit more. Mr. Jeffrey Nang is Vice President of FFCCCII. He is also the advisor of the FFCCCII Public Information and Media Committee, of which this awarding and this event is a project of. Mr. Jeffrey Nang is also a schoolmate of our national artist in the economics field. He is right now also president of the UP School of Economics Alumni Association, plus many others. Very important, also Vice Chairman of Association for Philippines-China Understanding, or APCO. Let us welcome Mr. Jeffrey Nang to give the message in behalf of the FFCCCII.
Our distinguished honoree, Mr. Ricardo, better known as Ricky, esteemed guests, fellow FFCCCII members, our dear friends in media, good afternoon and my warmest welcome to all of you. Today we are pleased to award the Federation of Filipino Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry plaque of honor to an excellent writer and a fellow Filipino of Chinese heritage who has been conferred the Order of National Artist of the Philippines for Film and Broadcast Arts, Ricky Lee. By the way, Ricky's late father, scholar, Mr. Lee Hyang-chin, was a respected Secretary General of the Camarines Norte Filipino Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry for 26 years. This chamber is one of the 170 Filipino Chinese chambers under the umbrella of FFCCCII. As a master weaver of words, his massive body of work that includes screenplays, plays, novels, short stories, and many others breathed life to countless characters who made us smile, cry, laugh, and contemplate on the ups and downs of life. His masterpieces reflect Filipino life experiences from which we can all learn something about. Ricky Lee has made an outstanding contribution to the arts and cultural life of our nation. Through his career achievements, He has set a standard to which our young writers should all aspire for. We recognize the tremendous distinction he brings to the Filipino-Chinese community. It is our great pleasure to award the FFCCCII Plaque of Honor Lifetime Achievement Award to Mr. Ricky Lee. Our heartfelt congratulations and more power to you.
Thank you very much for that. Mr. Jeffrey Nang, Vice President of FFCCCII. We'd like to present the award now kasi our President had some health emergency. Yesterday he was not feeling well already. And he said he will try to come if he's not may problema sa health. So we'd like to present the award now to Mr. Ricky Lee, our national artist. We'd like to invite Mr. Gino Chen and Dr. Lily Lim of the Federation to be here also. And also your nephew and grandnephew, Mr. Lee, Mr. Ben Lee, and Mr. John Lee to be beside also. And we'll present. Mr. Ricky Lee, by the way, this is a small trivia. This is the biggest ever plaque prepared by a federation in its entire history. They've never given a plaque this big. Sabi ni Dr. Henry Lim and si Mr. Jeffrey Nang, who's the advisor to this committee and project, it should be different from all the plaques, even those given to past presidents of the Republic. Totoo yan. May record ng mga, lahat ng presidente may mga plaques every year, pero this is the biggest this is unique. So, Mr. Clark will present to you.
Bote.
Ano ha?
Bote. Okay na po. Bote.
Okay pa. Yes, mabigat yan, Mr. Lee.
Yan, dyan na lang.
Nasa tabi dapat si Mr. Lee.
Yan.
Mr. Lee. Diyan ba? Sure. Yes. Are you complete? Balance ba?
Gusto na wall space.
Hindi.
Wala ka na.
Pwede ba basahin nyo nasa plaque?
Papasahin mo na yung plaque. Sige.
Pa-picture mo na, picture.
Mr. Jeffrey Nang will read it. And then, we have a medallion also for you. Special.
Ha? Meron kumukha, no?
FFCCII Plaque of Honor is awarded to Mr. Ricardo Ricky Lee for being conferred with the Order of National Artist for Film and Broadcast Arts for his outstanding achievements as a multi-awarded screenwriter, journalist, novelist, playwright, and educator, and for his numerous literary and journalistic works which have enriched Philippine arts and culture. His distinguished achievements bring much honor to the Filipino-Chinese community. Given this 15th day of December 2022 at Quezon City, Philippines, signed Dr. Henry Lim Liong, President, Jeffrey Nang, Vice President, and Mr. Wilson Lee Flores, Board Member and Chairman of the Media and Public Information Committee.
Maganda ba yata?
Parang gold chain.
Oo, we go yun. Okay. Sige. Handshake na lang, zero handshake.
Handshake.
Handshake lang.
Handshake.
Ayan.
Yan. Yan. Sir Ricky. Yan. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hindi yan exaggeration, totoo yan. This is the biggest ever plaque prepared and given by Federation ever since its entire history. Hindi pa pinanganak everyone here on this table when they've been giving the President special plaque, but not this kind. Next, we'd like to invite national artist, Mr. Ricky Lee, idol of many people nationwide, not only among writers, but people who love movies, who love the truth, who love TV good programs. We'd like to invite national artist Ricky Lee to give his message.
Thank you for this huge honor. Ang laki-laki at ang bigat-bigat. It's very important for me dahil it brings me back to my roots, my Filipino-Chinese roots. Hindi na ako masyadong marunong mag-Chinese. I stopped studying Chinese when I was in grade 5 when my father died. Pero nakakaintindi pa ako ng content ng Chinese. Hindi lang ako magpagsalita. And I still know my Chinese name, which is Lee Holy Chariot. Ibig sabihin, yung kauna-unahang pelikulang ginawa ko was Dragnet. It's about a Chinese who didn't want to cooperate with Joseph Estrada, a detective, who's trying to hunt a killer dahil pag Chinese ka, hindi ka pwedeng ma-involve sa social issues and concerns. Until eventually, he started helping Joseph Estrada. That was my first film, and it portrayed the Chinese in a very good light. Usually, ang Chinese, when they're portrayed in Philippine movies, mga Chekwa, mga katatawanan, stereotype, o kaya mga cruel bosses. Pero yun, I think that's one of the first portrayal of the Chinese that's positive. Doon ako nagsimula. That's Joseph Estrada was one of the leaders. So yun, so mahalaga sa akin ang Chinese roots ko up to now, even medyo napalayo na ng content. You're part of UPCO. So yeah, so I was able to go to China, I think in the early years of UPCO. I think in Chinese friendship. Nakapunta ako nun sa China in 1970. So, maraming salamat dito sa parangal na ito ng FFCCCI. Ulitin ko, it's very important for me. Naalala ko na tuwing nagkakaproblema ako sa buhay ko, like when I run away from Bicol, it's always the Chinese who came around helping me. Nung naghanap ako ng trabaho before I went to college, I was alone in Manila looking for a job. Isang Chinese company, electronic store sa Avenida, ang in-applyan ko. May isang Chinese doon na lumapit sa akin. I was rejected kasi binigyan nila ako ng test, typing. They were looking for a secretary. Masama ako mag-type. Nang bumaba na ako, may isang Chinese na nandun sa baba na nakita niya ako na malungkot. Tinanong niya ako bakit. Sabi ko, na-reject ako sa trabaho. And galing lang akong people. Sabi niya, who's your father? Usually in Chinese, the first question that they ask you is, sinong tatay mo? So I asked me, who's your father? So I told him, it's Liong. Sabi niya, I know him. Ang mabait yun, he's always helping people. Mga hindi kilala, they go to him, and he's always helping them. And so he helped me. Then, pinabasa niya yung may-ari, binigyan ulit ako ng test, but this time in math. And I got a perfect score sa math. So, ginawa nila akong assistant sa factory ng Abesco. This was Abesco.
Sir, trivia. Abesco, the owner became president of FFCCCII. Mr. Ginita. Coincidence.
Everything comes around. Yeah. So, pinagtrabaho nila ako sa factory ng Abesco as an assistant to the accountants there. Lahat ng katrabaho ko, they were all accountants. Ako, I was just a fresh high school graduate. I was doing costing and everything else related to accounting. So that was my first job in Manila after I ran away. So, and upon gano'n lagi, may Chinese na tumutulong. I think it's a policy na pag Chinese kayo, even strangers kayo, you help each other, maski nasa kayo dito. So, thank you again to FFCCCI for this huge honor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ricky Lee. Your life story, Mr. Ricky Lee, is itself worthy of a movie. Walang biro. It's a very fascinating, inspiring Your words are very inspiring. Your life also.
Parang comics.
Copies. And so, by the way, you mentioned APCO. The one seated beside you on the right made APCO even more very famous in the last few years because he was just the president in the last few years. He was a very active president of APCO, and it was only a few weeks ago he was elected vice chairman of APCO.
I think that was the first year of APCO. 72.
And Gloria Arroyo was there at that time.
Yeah, at the time. We were a group that went to China. Ako yung pinakabata. Kasama
Wow.
sina Charito Planas, Andy Roses,
Wow, Andy Roses.
Veronica Yuyutong,
Ay, yes,
Gemma
wow.
Cruz Araneta.
Wow.
It was a delegation from the Philippines. They're trying to establish friendship between China and the Philippines at the time, 1972.
Cold War pa.
Yeah, so nakasama ako nun sa China. China was really different then. Lahat naka-blue at gray, walang ibang damit ng mga tao. Walang halos kotse sa mga kalsada. And, so yun.
Your life is very inspiring. Some media would like to ask questions now, if okay. The first question nandito, coming from Philippine Star. Ano siya, as Deputy Entertainment Editor of Philippine Star, ang tanong niya, maaga pa ang tanong niya earlier than us. Miss Charmy Pagulong. Miss Charmy Pagulong, ang tanong niya for Sir Ricky Lee, sabi niya, hope you can accommodate. Sabi niya, congratulations, sabi niya ito, message ni Miss Charmy Pagulong of Philippine Star. Congratulations, Sir Ricky Lee. Happy holidays. 2 questions now. First question niya, what are your thoughts on the future of movie watching in theaters in the Philippines? Number 2, do you share the opinion that the Metro Manila Film Festival, which is coming soon, will be the gauge to signal that the Filipino moviegoers are returning to movie theaters? 2 questions. Una muna, what are your thoughts on the future of movie watching in theaters in the Philippines? Charmy Pagulong of Philippine Star.
Well, how I wish na mangyari yun when where people would really go and block the theaters sa panahon ngayon. Pero hindi pa ganun eh. I mean, may mga nanonood na sa atin. Pero pag pumasok ka sa sinihan, kumisan 2-3 lang, 4 lang na sa sinihan. So nakakalungkot na isipin na gano'n. Abroad, actually, ang dami nang pumapasok. I think hindi na mawawala at all yung streaming at yung habit ng tao na manood sa streaming. Pero I think eventually dadami ang manonood sa sinihan. Kasi iba pa rin yung experience when you watch inside the movie house. When you look at the big screen and then you surrender yourself totally in the dark to that big screen. When you watch film sa mga streaming devices, you have control. You can edit it, you can pause it, you can eat while watching. So, you're in control. Yung karanasan ng watching a movie, when you just let go, when you just lose control and let the story envelop you and bring you wherever it wants to go, it's a very rare experience that you cannot experience while watching sa streaming platforms. So, I hope that we get back to really watching films sa mga movie houses. So, sa second question, yes, it will have if there are festivals. Like nung QC Cinema Festival, people went to watch inside the theater. Nung Cinemalaya, punong-puno yung mga sinihan, lalo na sa CCP, during the Cinemalaya Film Festival, maski na pandemic season pa rin. So people are really eager to go inside the theater. Pero yung mapuno ang theater ngayon, it may take time because mahirap ang mga tao, ang daming pagkakagastusan. Ang mahal-mahal ng ticket, ang price ng ticket. So, I suppose the government should help.
Thank you. Those 2 questions are from Miss Charmy Pagulong new entertainment sub-editor of Philippine Star. She's watching via Zoom. Her editor, si Miss Natalie Tomada, also sends her congratulations to you. Sabi ni Miss Natalie Tomada, entertainment editor and columnist of Philippine Star, sabi niya, Sir Ricky Lee, can we ask your opinion about Korean content?
Ako, I watch a lot of K-dramas. Lalo na nung panahon ng pandemic, when everybody was cooped inside the house. So, ang dami-dami ko napapanood ng K-dramas, and I like them. And I appreciate them. And I learned a lot from them. I think there's nothing wrong watching foreign fare, lalo na K-dramas, where we can learn so much. Pero dapat supportahan natin ang ating content, ang local content. The thing with K-dramas kasi malinaw yung the Korean pride. I don't know kung nanonood kayo ng Korean, ng K-dramas. Pag nanonood ka, kita mo yung pride nila na Korean sila. Mula sa food, hanggang sa music, hanggang sa damit, hanggang sa the way they talk. The Korean pride is there. Very, very strong. I think that's one thing that we can learn. I think may Filipino pride tayo, pero kulang pa lang dito siya. Pagiging Pilipino, kasi we tend to nakatingin tayo sa labas.
Western.
Nakatingin tayo, medyo na-colonize yung mind natin. So nakatingin tayo doon. Rather than being proud na Pilipino ito, Pinoy ito. Yun malakas sa Korean, sa Korean content. Ang laki ng tulong ng Korean government kasi sa K-drama. Kasi they're able to do
That's one.
so much.
Government support talaga.
Ang lakas ng government support, which I think we badly need. I think mas malakas pang supportan mula sa gobyerno, hindi lang mula sa private entities ang kailangan natin. Yung Korean content, nag-work siya na-appreciate all over the world kasi it comes as a wave. You have K-pop, K-drama, Korean food, Korean costume. So sabay-sabay silang parang alon, parang wave na sinuportahan ng gobyerno at umabot sa buong mundo ng tulong-tulong. So hindi sila hiwa-hiwalay, which I think sa atin dapat ganun din. Tulong-tulong ng Pinoy music, Pinoy TV, Pinoy movies, Pinoy food, lahat siyang supported by the government at lahat ng kailangan pa para sumuporta. So we go as a wave, dala-dala natin ng Pinoy pride over Filipino content.
Thank you very much. Tanong, yes, please introduce yourself to Sir Ricky. Yes, one of the earliest also.
Sir Ricky, Pixelin Tarobnet 25. Sir, being a national artist for literature, how do you view the future of the Philippine literature ngayong masyadong advanced na ang social media? Compare before, na halos lahat ng tao nagbabasa ng comics, nagbabasa ng libro, pero ngayon, dependent tayo sa gadget.
Oo. Ako lumaki ako sa pagbabasa ng comics. Natuto akong magbasa at mag-appreciate ng storytelling dahil sa comics nung bata pa ako. Nangungulekta ako ng comics, bumibili ako ng comics, nagre-rent ako ng comics na mababasa. After that, I graduated reading magazines.
In
Daet, in my small town, Daet. And I am a writer. I write books. I write literature. So yung question sa akin is very important. On the one hand, okay naman because natututong magbasa lahat. Whether sa Facebook, sa cellphone, nagiging part ng buhay natin ang pagbabasa, which I think is good. But on the other hand, nadadivert sila from reading, in a way, in quotes, in a way, real content. Yung mga nababasa natin kasi sa screen, sa cellphone, sa gadgets, walang chance na basahin siya na pumapasok ka sa ilalim. Mostly surface ang nababasa mo kasi you have to move on, read this and that and that and that. Compared to reading books where yung imagination mo, you go inside what you're reading. So, pag pinasukan mo yun, nade-develop yung imagination mo, yung pagkatao mo, so mas malalim yung relationship mo sa binabasa. I think yun ang malaking nawawala. Pag hindi tayo nagbabasa ng mga libro. Pero sa karanasan ko, as a novelist, meron pa rin malaking market, may malaking audience pa rin na nagbabasa ng libro. Kailangan lang mas lumaki pa sila through the support again of, well, the government can have a lot. The CHED, Department of Education can help a lot. Maraming pwedeng tumulong para ilapit yung literature sa masa. Hindi lalapitan ng masa yung literature kasi wala silang resources, wala silang pera. So dapat ilapit sa kanila. Kulang na lang ibigay ng libre, maglagay ng roving libraries where people can read. And marami akong nag-contributan ng books na merong library by the seaside na puro volunteers sila sa Bicol. And nagdodonate kami ng mga books and they encourage children to read. So, kailangan ng ganung mga book activists, literary activists to help. Then, I hope mag-improve ng malaki yung situation when people will really patronize literature. Because again, as I said kanina, hindi na nila pwedeng iwanan yung cellphone, na gadgets, nandyan na yan eh. I-push mo na lang ito sa literature.
Thank you. Ang ganda ng tanong. Before we go with other questions, pwede pa tingin yung bagong libro ni National Artist Lee. Magkano yung isang bagong libro niya? Kasi marami nagtatanong, where and when can they buy this newly published book? Ito yung mga libro, pero yung saan yung pinakabago dito?
Well, sorry, di ko alam kung dapat confidential muna to.
I-manifest natin dito.
Yung bago kong libro is a sequel to Para Kay B. We were pre-selling it.
Yes.
We went to a printing press that came out with
Do you have a sample copy?
Yeah, it's inside the...
It's inside. That is to be presented to Federation later on.
But I'll explain muna. Lumabas yung early copies niya, they were really badly printed.
Oh, wow.
Pangit yung papel, pangit yung binding and everything else. So I had to transfer to another printing press. So we're coming out with the book sometime near the end of the year.
Before New Year.
Before New Year. So what came out were really bad copies. Kaya, bala ko sana magdala ng kopya para mamigay sa press at sa federation. Pero pangit yung kopya na lumabas.
We could have another session just for the book lang.
Yeah, when it comes out.
Yes. So, where could people buy down the book? Some people are asking.
Well, may pre-selling kami ngayon.
Social media.
Yeah, promo. We're pre-selling the book. With a 10% discount. So, sa Facebook, may mga links na nakalabas.
Ano title ng libro?
Lahat ng B. It's a sequel to this. It's Para Kay B, but lahat ng B is a sequel to this.
Sir, aside from...
Yes. Microphone.
Sir, aside from the hard copy of your book,
Yes.
nag-upload din po ba kayo sa online e-book?
Wala pa kaming e-books, although we've been talking to 3 or 4 groups. Ang tagal pa lang gumawa ng e-books. I think ilang months na kaming nag-negotiate. But hopefully soon. Pero so far, wala pa kaming e-book. Wala pa akong e-books. But at the moment, we are pre-selling lahat ng B, the sequel. And so far, the response has been really good. I think we have more than 2,000 copies na in-order na ng mga tao. Kaya medyo nagpaliwanag kami sa lahat sa kanila. We had to email all of them to explain the delay.
Thank you very much. There's a question here. Yes.
I'm going to Garcia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, on. Yes.
From PMPC po and proud batch 20 sa workshop ni Sir Ricky.
Yes. Oo.
Sir, ako din nag-workshop sa inyo 97. Ako yung batch na sa bahay ninyo, ginamit sa
Batch 10 ka.
batch 10 ako. Kami yung sir, ginawa yung manual, ginamit ninyo sa amin. Then nung okay na, ginawa yung libro. Then po.
Yeah, this one.
Alam mo, napakabait ni Ricky Lee. Kwento ko lang sir, 1 minute. Gano'ng kagaling ni Ricky Lee. Alam niyo mo, ang workshop niya for free. Walang tuition fee, pero ang problema, how to get into. Nalala ko yan na 1997, in-announce sa lahat ng dyaryo, the famous Ricky Lee will have a script writing workshop. So nung pumunta ako, nag-apply ako sa Mawal, panas-check ako. Akala ko job fair. Hundreds of people nandun, puro writers, nagulat ako. Hundreds. And ang exam, written exam and oral in Filipino. 850 yata nag-apply, 25 kinuha ninyo. 9 Sundays from morning up to evening sa bahay ni Mr. Ricky Lee, lahat sagot niya pati pagkain, libre. Napaka-selfless. Alam mo, this Mr. Ricky Lee is not only a talented artist, not only a brilliant mind na creative, he is more important and very good person. Hindi talaga bola to. Talagang na-shock ako. Tapos itong 9 Sundays na ginawa ni Ricky Lee na workshop namin lahat, in-extend pa ninyo ng 2 or 3 Sundays pa eh.
Usually na-extend.
Ang galing.
Yes, I agree, sir. Sir Wilson, I agree.
Napakabayad.
Opo.
Selfless.
Opo. Actually, sabi nga po ni Sir Ricky, kami daw yung batch na mahilig kumain.
Anong batch ka? Anong batch ka?
Batch 20.
Batch 20.
Tuwing
grabe.
session sa bahay, lahat sila may dalang pagkain, walang bulakan, walang ano.
Grabe.
Lahat sila may dalang mga pagkain. Kabatch yan sila Mel Navarro.
Opo.
It's a PMPC batch.
Anyway, ang question ko, sir, is parang follow-up question nung kanina. Yung paano po ipapalaganap sa mga Pilipino yung pagbabasa. at
Oo.
pagbabasa
Bakit walang
sa
happy?
libro. So, sir, since meron po tayong over GMA 7 po, yung Maria Clara and Ibarra. So, sa palagay niyo po ba, sir, yung particular teleserye niyan ay may malaking impluensya? Kasi sa mga FB post po sa social media, parang sinasabi nila, "Uy, bumili ako ng libro. Uy, nagbabasa na ako ngayon."
Yeah, para explain, I'm with GMA 7 now. I'm a creative consultant sa primetime shows ng GMA. And isa sa mga shows ng GMA na consultant ako is Maria Clara Ibarra. And yeah, totoo, yung responses na nakukuha namin sa mga nanonood ng Maria Clara Ibarra, ang daming na-encourage na kabataan na titingnan ko na nga yung nobela kung ano mangyayari doon. Sa kanila na hindi na nila halos alam nila na sila Elias. So parang napapakita mo sa kabataan ngayon, sa generation ngayon, yung nobela ni Jose Rizal noon. So I'm very glad that I'm part of that team. Yeah. Yeah,
We have a question here from veteran journalist Miss Barbara May Nakanay of Gulf News. Also member of the Foreign Correspondents Association of the Philippines.
Ito yung dinabanggit ni Wilson kanina na crypto kaya.
Ito yun. Manual on script writing.
So, yung sa workshop nila, parang
Batch 10 kami.
tinesting ko.
Tinesting niya sa amin ito nung nag-workout ginawang libro na bestseller.
Yeah.
Many times bestseller to. Parang how to write a good script.
So up to now, malakas pa rin siya. Of all my books, ang pinakamalakas ko, para kay B and Crypto Quiapo. Up to now, and it's how old na to? 1997 pa to.
Grabe. Sir, ako ang the only one never absent, never late.
Yeah, oo.
Maaga-maaga.
At ganito na si Wilson noon.
Ayaw nga yan. Walang pagbabago. Napakagaling.
Question.
Miss Barbara May Nakanay.
You still have the script writing workshop? You still continue?
Yeah, oo. I never stopped. I started conducting free workshops in 1982. Nung bago pa lang ako sa pelikula, hindi ko pa nasusulat yung himala or moral, pero ang lakas ng loob ko kasi naniniwala ko na you don't hold workshops you don't mentor people when naipon mo na lang ang knowledge sa head mo. I think you should start sharing at the same time that you're creating. It should happen at the same time. You create and share. Parang nagtutulungan yun. So I started conducting workshops system. I've never stopped. Up to now, 40th anniversary namin this year. That's why I said December 29, we have a celebration of all the workshoppers. Parang 40th anniversary namin. Even during the pandemic, agad-agad nagpa-workshop ako online. And kung noon hundreds, ngayon thousands. Kumisan 5,000, 3,000 lang nag-apply.
Online.
Yeah. Or even nung bago online.
Yes.
Yeah. 2003, we had 5,000 applicants na lagi ng thousands ang nag-apply. During the pandemic, it's easier to reach people na usually hindi mo mararating kasi Zoom lang. So, dati, 30 people sila inside my library. Ngayon, sometimes it's 100. I had one master class in Sinimalaya, one entire day. I had 1,000.
Sa cinema, di ba? May isang theater.
Sa Sinimalaya, the festival. Yung isang session ko, I think I had 1,300 attendees. So, and may mga taga-UK, Saudi Arabia, Singapore.
Magaling siya magtulong. Walang biro. May mga tao, may mga tao magaling magsulat, hindi marunong magtulong. May mga tao daw magaling magtulong, hindi marunong magsulat.
Question. How often do you hold it? A year.
Hindi once a year eh. Kumisan madalas eh. May year na yung ABS batch, ayaw nilang graduate kasi ayaw nilang matapos. So they kept extending and extending. Usually they keep extending the workshop. Gaya nila. They keep extending. Sometimes 2 or 3 batches a year. Kumisan 1 batch a year. It depends. May batch na 13 sessions, may batch na 20 plus sessions. And then may modules ako na 3 days lang na workshop. So iba-ibang modules. May module ako na 1 day lang on storytelling that's applicable to everybody, salesmen, doctors, businessmen, and so on and so forth. So marami rin siyang klase, hindi lang siya writing workshop.
Are foreigners, are they attending?
Yeah, dun sa online, yes. I've had a number of foreigners na sabi ko, naintindihan niyo ba yung Tagalog kasi I'm always Taglish. Sabi na niya, yeah. Naintindihan daw niya. So, yeah. And he attended the next session, the next batch na tigwa 1 day lang yun, 2 days lang.
So how much do they pay?
I don't charge. Free lahat ng workshops ko unless organized by other groups, in which case they charge and they pay me. Pero yung personal workshops ko, they're all free. As Wilson said,
Pati pagkain, ay kulat ako ha. Pati pagkain namin doon, free sa bahay niya. Tapos we watch movie and we borrowed books pa from his incredible library.
Pag nag-workshop ako noon, sa bahay ko nung nakatira halos yung workshoppers, they raid the refrigerator, they borrow all my books.
They nag your dog.
They nag my dogs.
And we watch some of the best movies in the world.
We go out, I bring them to shootings. Kumaga, kalakaladkad ko sila lahat. Like sina Joyce Bernal went through that.
Now the famous director.
So yun, so part na ng life mo. So magastos siya. Not just in terms of
selfless.
A follow-up. How many in the film industry na masasabi mong you've tutored them? That way, no? That way.
From Love Diaz was batch 2. Jeffrey Turian was batch 1. Jeffrey Turian, Bing Lao, Leo Maya. Itong mga recent na mga nananalo ng Best Picture, sina Dwayne Baltasar, sina Glenn Barrett, they come from recent batches. Marami eh.
Ilan?
I suppose thousands. Well, hindi lahat naging well-known.
May artista daw, di ba, nag-i-aral din.
Yeah.
Narinig ko.
Lately, dati kasi medyo exclusivistic yung workshops ko. Ibig sabihin, I just wanted writers. During the early years of the workshop, that area is really dapat mas inclusive. So lately, yung recent batches ko, before the pandemic and up to now, it's a mix now of everybody involved in making a film. So may editor, artista, musical scorer, and so on. Predominantly writers, pero mas mix na siya. So, naging workshopper ko sina Bea Alonso, sina Sherry Hill, sina Sherry Hill, sina Ian Lim, sina Maso Campo, Aro Isidro, and so on. And they proved to be, in a way, as good as the writers because may sarili silang contribution eh. Pag actor ka, may iba kang take sa characters compared to the writers. So, it becomes a good mix now inside the library, which is my workshop place. It becomes a good mix kasi iba-ibang perspective. At pag nagko-comment na sila on each other's scripts, again, may point of view ng artista, ng musical score, ng editor, and so on and so forth. So, naging mas inclusive na workshop. May documentaries, may picture ni sina Sari Dalena, si
Sari.
Yeah, si Ed Lejano, na head ng Q Cinema. Lahat sila nakapag-workshop sa akin. Actually, aside from my personal workshops, when I was employed by ABS-CBN, I started doing workshops not just with the writers, but with everybody in ABS-CBN, all departments, mulang promo, hanggang Star Magic, hanggang TV Patrol, hanggang sa news, lahat. Kasi si Charo Santos had a vision na ang buong network, ang puso niya is content. And so everybody should be familiar, should know how to appreciate content. Even if you're with HR, even if you're with the PR department, maski sa ang department ka, kailangan marunong ka mag-respect ng content, mag-appreciate ng content, and magbasa ng content. So, yung vision niya yun, in-implement niya. So, I workshop, I think almost everybody sa ABS-CBN, mula kina Charo, hanggang kina Tori, hanggang kina Lauren, hanggang sa Star Magic, hanggang kina Khalil, and so on. Hanggang bayan na time. So, halos lahat, hanggang mga taga-Star Cinema. So yun. So, in short, pwede kong sabihin, buong buhay ko, wala akong ginawa kundi magsulat at mag-workshop.
Can we say, in terms of script writing or in terms of your literary contribution, can we say there is already such a thing as weekly method of doing script writing and weekly, of course, you write in Filipino, no?
Yeah.
That's already something else. In comparison with those who write in English, but I'm interested to find out if in film you have already established the so-called Ricky Lee way of telling a story.
I suppose yes and no.
Literary syndrome daw.
Yeah. Yes and no, but more no. Sa workshop, I always tell my workshoppers, huwag kayong maging Ricky Lee. Don't dream of becoming a Ricky Lee, because I'm the only Ricky Lee. You can never be like me. And if you try to be like me, then nagiging kopya ka lang, you will not really be that good. So be the best that you can be as yourself. So, and I tell them also, there's no single template in writing a script. There's no one way of writing a script. There are so many ways of going to Quiapo. Find your way. So I can just share techniques, I can share insights, I can help guide. But in the end, you'll have to find your own voice. I remember si Love Tias told me na ang natatandaan niya sa workshop ko, na lagi kong sinasabi, palayain mo yung sarili mo. So that is my principle in my workshops. Lahat tayo nakakahon. Sa buhay natin ngayon, lahat tayo nakakahon. All sorts of problems and constraints packs us in. So lahat tayo nakakahon. Ang writer, bangga ka ng bangga sa kahon until nakabutas ka sa kahon at nakalabas ka sa kahon, then you find your voice. So, writing for me is pagbangga sa kahon, whether social constraints or problems sa pamilya or prejudices or discrimination sa LGBT, binabangga mo yung kahon, but you have to find your own voice para makalabas sa kahon. So, palayan na sarili. So, no, wala akong, my workshops are not prescriptive.
Did you learn from your workshoppers?
Yes.
Are you
yes.
learning from them?
Yeah, oo. People keep telling me na ang generous mo naman, Vicky. You're helping so many people, hundreds or thousands of people. What they don't realize is actually, the moment that I go inside that workshop room, the library, and I'm faced with 30 workshoppers, different backgrounds, artista, editor, etc., and so on and so forth. They're learning from me, but I'm learning from 30 people, different styles, different philosophies, different personalities, different habits and processes or methods of work. So, may hinihigop sila sa akin, hindi nila lang, mas marami akong nahihigop sa kanila. So, pareho kaming natututo. Like people tell me, when I wrote my novel, sabi nila, parang kuha mo pa rin yung boses ng generation mo yun. Sabi ko, because I keep talking with them, because I interact with them in my workshops. They keep me on my toes. They keep me updated. They make me feel like I'm of this generation also.
So they recognize your voices in your words.
Yes. Yes.
One last question. Do you think your victory as a national artist is a breakthrough dun sa so-called divide between the Filipinos and the Filipino-Chinese? I mean, of course, there's this divide.
Yes.
Yes, and I think I commented on the fact that you speak Tagalog has already broken the divide. No? But the thing is, of course, your roots, Chinese talaga. No? So, you think for the first time, the National Artist Award to you is a kind of a breakthrough of this divide?
Yeah. When I was studying in UP, there was this common joke that would go around. Pag tinitingnan nila ako, ang tingin nila sa akin, ayan si Ricky Lee, yung Bicolanong Inchik na nag-aaral ng AB English pero nagsusulat sa Pilipino. So, yeah, ganun ako, parang freak ako at that time sa UP. But I vowed even then that I will always write in Filipino. I will never write in English. Hindi ako marunong magsulat sa Chinese, so always in Filipino. Nung nahirang ko as national artist, well, dalawa yung breakthroughs, if I may say so. Una, usually sa pelikula, ang recognition laging napupunta sa director or producer or artista. Writers never really get invited to festivals abroad. You don't see their names in trailers. You don't see their names in movie posters. Yung Himala was my idea in 1970.
40th anniversary this year,
Yes.
sabi ni Aini. Ito
Well, as early as 1976, I was already writing Himala. So, Himala was my idea, it was my concept. Inilakop ko yun sa producers, and I got rejected left and right since 1976. I was the one who chose Ishmael Bernal as the director. I was the one who chose Nora Honor as the actress. But nobody accepted the project because it has walang love team. The lead actress dies in the end. It's a religious film. They said too serious, and so on and so forth. Until ECP came along, I submitted it and it got accepted, and so it was made into a film. After it was made into a film, I saw the poster. That this was in 1982. After my long journey trying to get Himala produced, I saw the poster. It was a beautiful poster, but so with the name of the director Ishmael Bernal and the actress Nora Honor, and ECP the producer, but I didn't see my name. So sabi ko, ay, parang ganito yata sa industriya ng pelikula. Nagpagod ka, dala-dala mo at na-reject ka at napahiya ka at nahiminit kabi-kabila, pero wala yung pangalan mo. Parang invisible. So, ang writer, may pagka-invisible. Of course, nang nagsagip pelikula at gumawa ulit, na-restore ang Himala, gumawa ng posters, finally.
After how many years?
Finally, I saw my name.
After how many years?
Nagsagip pelikula Himala, a couple of years ago. So,
wow.
Finally, this is me, this is mine. Of my almost 200 film scripts that got produced, I think only about 10 or a little more were really my concept na ako nagpagod. Karamihan commission. So Himala was one of those. But Yun, I didn't see my name. So when nang pinili akong national artist, it was a big thing for me because finally, writer ang na-recognize at ang nag-nominate sa akin of the four institutions that nominated me sa National Artist UP, PUP, Skilled Writers Guild, and Directors Guild. I was very proud na it's a Directors Guild that nominated a script writer at nakuha ko a script writer. So, some sort of a breakthrough. And then, to be Chinese, to be a Chinoy na naging national artist din, I think, parang breakthrough. It makes me feel good na sabihin, Chinoy ako, Filipino ako, Bicolano ako, lahat ako yun, na Filipino, etc. na nag-aral ng Filipino, nagsusulat sa Filipino.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Microphone.
Hi, Sir Ricky. Hello, I'm Bix from Bix Buzz. Congratulations po sa bagong recognition.
Thank you.
And talagang pati yung docu-series nila sa I Want to FC, pinanood ko. Kasi trip ko tapos din. And sir, you've been with ABS-CBN for how many years? And now
Yes.
you're the creative consultant of GMA Network.
Yes.
So far, I was working with Kapuso.
Magkaiba kasi magkaibang istasyon eh. And hindi ko in-expect na magiging magkapareho. Even when I was with ABS, alam ko magkaiba sila eh. Pero ako I'm a person mo, maligalig akong tao eh. I enter any open door, even if it's a wrong door. So, it's a common joke sa industriya na lagi akong pumapasok sa maling kotse up to now. So, wala akong sense of direction. So, it makes me very open as a person. So, nang nawalan ako ng trabaho dahil nawalan ng franchise ang ABS-CBN, tiniis ko na wala muna akong trabaho for about a year and a half. And after that, binuksan ko ng sarili ko. So, nang dumating niya sa GMA at pumasok ako doon, tinanggap ko na ibang klaseng experience ito. And I was excited na it would be different. Ibang klaseng kultura, ibang klaseng experience. Pero masarap pa rin. Masarap. Not may positive at may negative sides naman yun. So masarap. And I'm enjoying my work sa GMA sa ngayon.
And isa sa mga proyekto ninyo sa GMA, kung Maria Clara Ibarra.
Yes.
Pinapanood ko tayo. Pero sir, kung pwede nyo rin share na kung ano yung mga creative inputs ninyo dun sa show?
It's a team. It's a team. Concept yan ni Nasuset Talero, ni Arjen Navas at ni Annette Rosso. Yung concept na yun, na gawin yun. Kanilang idea yun. So when I came in, approved na yung concept na yun. Creative consultant ako eh. So they pitch, they consult, we comment on the scripts, I give suggestions, we brainstorm. So mga consultants kami. So lahat kami nag-contribute ng lahat. Mahirap mag-pinpoint na ito yung trabaho ko, yung trabaho nila. Basically, mainly, I think it's the job of the team of writers, especially Suzette Talero, who's really a good writer, and who's on top of everything. It's mostly her. Lahat. Yung kamay niya, nandun lahat. Kami tumutulong lang kami sa show.
How do you do, sir, you experience writer's block?
Ano?
Writer's block. How do you overcome?
Well, hindi ako naniniwala sa writer's block. Pag hindi ko na malaman kung paano gagawin, nagdadagdag ako sa sinusulat ko. Instead of telling myself na may writer's block ako, I shift to another activity. And ang nasa mind ko kasi, hindi pa siguro hindi pa siguro handa mapanganak yung baby. Maybe this script or this story or this novel needs 3 months. This other one needs 7 months. 3 months pa lang, ina-expect ko nang napapanganak yung baby. I should be patient. Ngayon, kung natendent ako, what I do is, sa workshop, I tell my workshoppers, I hack away at the stone. Maski walang idea, maski wala akong inspiration, maski tinatamad ako, I just do hard work. I just hack away at the stone. Day 1, Day 2, wala tayong inspiration, I'll hack away at the stone. Day 3, I'll hack away at the stone, maski anong lumabas. By Day 4, pag natulog na ako, pag-gising ko, Kung suddenly, ando na yung ideas at inspired na ako, wala na yung mental block. I think it's because I was hacking away at the stone for 3 days. Hack away ako ng hack away, tumalbok yung mga pera-perasong ideas sa subconscious ko, na parang mga bato, then nag-converge sila sa subconscious ko, then umakyat sa conscious mind ko, and sabi ko, ay, swerte ko, may lumabas idea. But no, it's a product of hard work, of hacking away at the stone. So, I just work hard. Walang mental block. I report for office in the sense that I sit in front of the computer every morning at 4 in the morning or
4 in
5.
the morning, ha?
And then may deadline man, may bayad man, may inspiration man, feeling sick, feeling whatever, I go there and write. Because that's my job, to write. So,
Up to what time? 4 a.m. up to what time?
pag may deadline, syempre hanggang lunch. Pag walang deadline o wala sa mood, at least 30 minutes or 1 hour, but I have to write every day.
4 a.m. Not up night, ha?
4 a.m. Yeah, in the morning.
In the morning, yes, yeah.
Ikaw naman, 4 a.m. at night.
Sorry. Oh, di ba tao kasi nagsusunod ating kami?
Yeah, hindi. Morning
You're a morning person.
Dati I write with music.
Ah.
Rap, pushing me, 70s. Pero yun yung beat that I needed to be able to be inspired, to trigger me. Pero ngayon, nasasanay na ako walang music. Pero dati hindi ako makasulat ko walang music sa tabi ko. So I wrote, like para kay me, I wrote this in 1 year. When I was writing this, I was playing Colores Viva La Vida every time.
1 year na.
What music, sir? What type of music?
Coldplay daw.
What type of music are you
And like, magulo akong tao, magulo akong taste ko. So I like everything from rock, from OPM to Broadway to jazz to rock. Nung nagturo ako sa Ateneo ng Intro to Literature, may section doon ng poetry. Ang first session namin sa poetry, pinag-aralan namin yung stand ng Eminem, yung rap. May 3-act structure siya, may kwento siya, may protagonist siya. So, na-enjoy nila kasi kanta. After that, we switched to mga kanto lang kinanta, pag-ibig sa tinubuan, hanggang napunta kami sa poetry. So yun, rap, metal, I enjoy, basta good music, I enjoy all like it. Pero when Guns N' Roses yan, panahon namin. Pero pag nagsusulat ako, mas yung may beat, like ito, Viva La Vida. When I was writing Amapola, this took me 3 years, so dumami yung music.
3 years?
Kings of Leon, Use Somebody ba yun? Decemberists, kontentang nakakaalam. So pianist Stevens, mga gano'n, etc. So, music. Music sa akin, Diyos ang musicians, hindi novelists, hindi filmmakers, musicians ang Diyos sa akin.
Wow! Matutuwa si Manny Chandler and all the musicians.
Yeah, oo.
Hello po, good afternoon. Hello po, I have a question.
Kasama ng batch na maraming kain lang.
I'm from Philippine Movie Press Club Secretary and one of the workshoppers of Ricky Lee also, batch 20. My question goes for Mr. Jeffrey Nang. Mr. Nang, ano po yung background po ulit ng pinagsamahan ninyo ni Mr. Ricky Lee nung na-introduce kayo kanina? For the sake of the ladies.
School.
Naging classmates po ba kayo? Batchmates? Ano pong pinagsamahan niyo, sorry?
Same school sila UP.
Ayan, may
Ako.
Mr. Jeffrey.
Schoolmate lang sa UP, di naman, schoolmate.
And up ko.
Siguro mas bata ko ng mga 15 years yata. Student number ko, 82. 0359.
Kayo ho?
Kayo ho. Student number.
70 sa lang.
Kailan pumasok?
7 years.
67.
67.
Pareho ng pinanggalingang institusyon. UP. Ano po ang nararamdaman nyo ngayon?
There's something pa about UPCO. First trip niya sa China. And siya yung presidente ngayon.
Opo. Ano po ang nararamdaman nyo ngayon na pinaparangalan nyo na po si Mr. Ricky Lee bilang National Artist for Film natin na binigyan nyo po ng recognition today?
Of course, I feel very proud, no? It's only fitting and proper na bigyan natin ng karangalan, recognition, no? For his lifetime achievement. in Philippine culture and arts. Sabi nga niya, Bicolano din siya, pero nag-AB English at nagsusulat sa Tagalog.
Napakagaling sa Tagalog.
Napakagaling talaga. No?
At saka pride and honor for Filipino-Chinese community, masasabi niyo po ba yun?
Yes, kasi he's really integrated, no? Even assimilated into mainstream of Philippine society. Kahit yung ethnic background niya ay Chinese.
Sabi po kanina, ito ang pinakamataas na parangal na pinagkaloob niyo sa sino man. Kahit ng mga former presidents ng Philippines.
Yes,
This is the highest honor that you gave.
Yes. Because
Pinakamabigat na parangal.
Pwede, may nag-request kasi kararating ng TV. Can we keep the class again? Kasi may dumating na
Baka pwede later na before.
ng ABS. Can we invite the Federation officers and...
I have a question pa po. Pwede mong later na after Q&A. Kuya Ricky, sa'yo naman po yung tanong ko. Recently po, nagpa-press con si Mr. Paul Soriano, our Presidential Advisor for Creative Communications. Bilang National Artist for Film naman po, kung magkaroon ng pagkakataon na magkaroon po kayo ng dialogue ni Mr. Paul Soriano, ano po yung pwede niyong imungkahi sa kanya o maybe pag-usapang topics para po maiangat uli ang ating movie industry?
Unang-una, workshopper ko sa Paul Soriano.
Oh.
Nag-workshop sa akin ng maraming sessions sa bahay yung 1017, yung team niya, kasama si Paul Soriano, si Tony Gonzaga. It's the group. So we're good friends.
Yes.
And he's also a very good producer. I did some scripts for him, although hindi pa napuproduce. So
May abang ng film.
Well, na-park muna yung project nung nag-pandemic. So yun. So we have an ongoing relationship, friendship.
So if there's a dialogue, ano pong gusto nyong ilatag, i-suggest for as a national artist for film?
Well, una-una, sa dami ng problema. Sa industriya ng pelikula, ang daming pwedeng pag-usapan ng papagtutulungan mula sa pinakamataas sa gobyerno, like yung sobrang tax, yung regulation para mas may lugar ang pelikulang Pilipino. Okay naman ang mga foreign films, whether sa pelikula man o sa music. Nagkaroon ng panahon na may regulation. Dapat may certain number of music or certain number of films na bibigyan ng lugar. Then, you can accommodate foreign content, yung question kanina. Pero mula doon, hanggang sa pinakamababa na tumulong tayo na maging film activists, ang mga tao, ang mga teachers, ang mga nanay, ang mga tao sa probinsya, ang mga barangay captain, lahat sila maging film activists, appreciating Filipino films, spreading word of Filipino films. So parang ganong klaseng activism, magkaroon din ng mga activities para matulungan niya. So mula pinakamataas hanggang pinakamababa, ang daming pwedeng pag-usapan.
Sa feeling niyo po ba walang unity ang movie industry kaya medyo napapag-iwanan tayo sa ibang Asian countries?
Well, one factor siguro is pwede pang maging mas united. Hindi ko masabing walang unity, pero hindi ganun ka-united.
Hindi ganun kayo?
Yeah, in so many ways, pwedeng mas united ang industriya natin rather than kanya-kanya. Actually, yung binanggit ko kanina na sa Korea, united sila sa maraming bagay. K-pop, K-costume, K-food, K-drama, culture, lahat. One strong way.
May pahabol pala si Natalie Tomada bago ituloy. Yung about Korean movie. Yung anong comment nila sa may proposal to ban Korean content. Sabi ni Natalie Tomada of Philippine Star. May politician na nagpropose na i-ban o i-limit daw ang Korean content. Tanong ni Ms. Natalie Tomada, editor ng Philippine Star. Follow up.
I think naman, pinaliwanag na ng politician na sinabi yung context ng comment niya. Hindi naman niya sinabing totally ban. I think na-clarify niya yung mission niya. And I think nag-agree siya, mag-agree siya na it's not a matter of banning foreign content. It's a matter of supporting local content and then bigyan mo ng espasyo na mas pinapaboran mo yung local content, and then bigyan mo ng espace sa labas because we can learn intercultural exchanges. Tulong din naman sa atin. Nakapanood ng foreign.
Si Professor Nestor Cordero kanina naka-raise hand. May microphone pa si Professor. Thank you, Mr. Mel. Thank you, Mr. Mel Tabago.
Kuya Nestor, maiksi po yung...
Si Mr. Mel 2 o'clock gising pa. Sumasagot pa sa invitation. Senior naman. 2 o'clock na umaga.
Good afternoon.
Professor Nestor Cordero, columnist of
Kaibigan na natin si
Manila Bulletin and Tempo newspapers.
Ricky, paano na-change o nabago ang buhay mo ng title na ito? National Artist.
Andun sa tanong mo yung sagot, naging title ako. Huwag naman itong masamain ng mga makakarinig. Mahihayin akong tao. Like ngayon, hirap na hirap ako nung simulan nito, nahihiya ako. Napaponscious ako pag nasa harap ng mga tao. Pag workshop, hindi ako nahihiya. Pero pag ganito, nahihiya ako. Hindi ako makapagsalita pag malaking grupo, nagba-block out yung mind ko. So, kanina kinakabahan ako. Nagtatago ako dun sa malaking laki. So nung naging national artist, well, nung unang panahon, nang pinapropose ng mga kaibigan na i-nominate ako, I would say no. Kasi sabi parang ayaw ko nagko-competensya mga artist, nag-aagawan sa isang honor. And then ikalaba, ayaw ko nang nakapokus na attention. But eventually, they were able to convince me through time, years and years later, ng katatangi. Ito na sinabi ko kanina na hindi na-recognize ang writer, so at least finally, writer na-recognize sa pelikula. So it brings so much attention, so much input, unwanted attention. Pag pupunta ako sa CCP ngayon, tututukan ka ng ilaw, and tatayo ka ngayon at kataway ka na sasabihin ng katabi ko, Ricky, kumaway ka rin sa likuran. Lagi ako hindi makataway sa likuran at gusto ko na maupo agad. O ayaw kong tumayo. And then gusto kong sa likuran maupo para hindi napapansin. May usher na mula pagpasok ko hanggang pagsakay ko pa uwi sa van, hindi ako hinihiwalayan. Kasama-sama hanggang CR, hanggang kung saan.
Wow!
Tinatakasan na namin, nagtatago na kami, nandun pa rin siya. So, mayroong constant attention in the person of the usher, and then all this other public attention na nakafocus. So, suddenly you're a title. I'm not totally really now. I'm a title na entitled sa ganon. So, it makes me feel uncomfortable in a way. Iniisip ko na lang lagi, pero importante ito, writer ako, at least na-recognize ang writer, na-recognize kami. Importante ito, try to enjoy this. And eventually, I started enjoying it a little, although hindi pa rin ako komportable.
Does it make you feel like a star?
Yeah, pero it makes you feel like a star. Dream ko dati na maging rock star, hindi ako marunong kumanta, wala akong pitch, kaya music ang Diyos ko. So sabi ko, finally, rock star na yata ako. Ngayong naging NA ako. But ang daming invitation, maging speaker, maging commencement speaker, maging keynote speaker, lahat ng klaseng speaker, maging juror sa kung ano ng contest, ang dami-daming, yan, all this attention, all this noise surrounding you now. I should be flattered, I should feel good, pero it keeps me away from doing what I want to do now, which is focus on my writing.
Yeah, but I appreciate it that you never change, no? With your old friends, you text back, you call back.
Yes.
It's so easy to reach you. You never change. Thank you.
Yeah, because that's what I realized, and I think what everybody should realize, lalo na yung mga mas bata sa akin, yung to appreciate, iba yung the old people who were with you in the 70s, in UP, etc. Pag nakikita ko sila, nakikita ko yung worth ko. Pag nakita ko yung old friends like si Barbara, suddenly naramdaman ko yung worth ko. More than pag nakita ko mga bagong kakilala. So, yeah, I appreciate it.
One good thing about it is that you stand as a symbol, as a sex symbol for writers. Okay, thank you. May I ask Mr. Jeffrey now, can you describe the plaque that you gave Mr. Lee?
Yes.
How, ilan ba siyang carats in gold? Mabigat daw eh.
Yes, can we show it again here? In front. Kaya mo ba yan, Clarissa? Si, malakas yan. Yes, yes. This is the largest ever plaque.
Wow. This is very heavy. So,
Bakit po siya heavy?
worthy of a national artist.
Yes. Ay, pakiabot yung
Can you
metallic.
describe the material? Metallic po ba siya? Ano po ba siya?
This is made of very nice lacquered wood, no? Plus, we have steel embossed his name and the reasons why the Federation is giving him this plaque of recognition for his lifetime achievement.
Saka his name in English and Chinese. And by the way pala, trivia, ang logo ng Federation na nandito was designed by the late national artist Ang Kyoko. Yeah, he was the one who designed this Carabao.
So, Ang Kyoko is one of the first Chinese national artists.
Yes, from Davao, Provinciano din. Yes.
Anyway, just a curio item for Mr. Lee.
Yes.
Sino ang actor na nag-play ng good Chinese man?
Yes, sino yan? Curious.
Si Ching Tong Chai. You remember him?
Sino siya? Sino siya?
Ching Tong Chai.
Hindi ko kilala.
Mahusay sa martial
Sino siya?
arts. Martial arts.
Hindi ko kilala. Ba't kilala ni Mr. Jeffrey na?
Wilson, I go naman to you.
Yes.
What happened to your script writing career?
Ay, oo nga! I should! Alam mo, I have several ideas. Alam sir, I will go back to you and I will run talaga. Yan ang dream natin to write a good movie. And that's a good question. Pero in connection to what you said, Mr. Lee, I remember you have unfilmed scripts. I remember when we were in your class, I could not forget that Mr. Professor Nestor, when we were in his class, 1997 yun, I think buhay pa si Comfort Woman Lola Rosa. And I remember, kunikwento ni Ricky at that time, kinumission siya ng Star Cinema or nakagawa na siya ng movie about Comfort Woman na hindi natuloy.
Nagkakaroon tutuloy ni Vilma Santos yun eh.
Vilma Santos.
Nag-press ka pa kami nun eh.
Nag-press ko na.
Lola Rosa, Vilma, Malu.
Yes.
Hindi natuloy. Ang dami kong project na hindi natuloy.
May isa pa sabi niya sa workshop, yun pulang movie. Tawa kami ng tawa.
Aking mother.
Ate Lily, may kwenta siya.
Hindi rin natuloy. I have an entire filing cabinet ng mga scripts na hindi ko natuloy. Bali yung stages. May sequence treatment, may script, may first draft. Karamihan din natuloy.
Thank you, Ricky.
Thank you, Professor Nestor Cuartero. We have time for one or two more questions. Yes, Mr. Mario, tumawa.
Mr. Mario.
Yes, the very famous journalist of ABS.
Mas famous ka, Wilson.
I
cannot say Ricky, no? Kailangan national artist Ricky, no? I'm just glad you're embracing your new status, ano?
Title.
I'm just glad you're embracing it. Kumustahin lang natin yung collaboration natin sa isa pang national artist, si Ate Guy, si Nora Bar. I've heard that you're working on some efforts, no?
Yes.
Kasi yan ang job ninyo talaga, no? The work doesn't stop. So ano yung may share mo sa amin na collaboration ninyo ni Ate Guy?
Actually, marami kami pinag-uusapan na mga plano na mga project. Like pelikula. Nag-iisip kami. Kung doon nagtutulakan kami, nung una gusto niya, ikaw na kuya mag-direct. No, guy, ikaw na. Kung mag-co-direct kaya tayo, So, meron akong pinupush sa kanya na ituloy niya, na i-direct, na maraming mga nakakalat na ideas na mapuput together. So, that's one. And then yung biography niya pa rin, na tagal-tagal na hindi ko matapos-tapos. Although marami ibang gumagawa na ng tungkol sa buhay niya, ako I still want to do it kasi iba pa rin ang naging interview namin. So tutuloy ko rin yun.
Yes.
And one or two others na hindi pa namin pwedeng sabihin muna.
Hindi. Konting ano lang, teaser, kung ano yung gagawin niyo.
Yes.
Without preempting it, sige.
Mostly pelikula na parang documentary.
Okay.
Na halong documentary at halong totoo. Puro plans pa lang. Puro plans pa lang.
Kasi ang daming possibilities ng...
Ang dami pang pwedeng gawin ni Guy.
Ang dami nyo pa rin pwedeng gawin together.
Yeah, ang dami pa rin namin pwedeng gawin. Although marami na kami nagawang pelikula, ang dami pa rin namin pwedeng gawin ngayon. And nasa stage kami ng buhay namin, although mas matanda ko kay Guy, na gusto namin parang last chapter ng buhay natin, let's keep doing this, let's keep doing things. Create tayo ng create. And masaya ako na naging national artist si Guy after, twice na na-reject. So masaya ako na naging national artist siya.
Kasabay kayo, no?
At kasabay ko pa, at kasabay ni Marilu Diaz-Abaya, na good friend ko rin. So parang napalimutan ako ng dalawang taong close sa akin nung naging national artist ako. So hindi nakakahiya, hindi nakakashy, hindi ako mag-isa.
Sabi ni Barbara, hindi daw last chapter yan. Mahaba pa. Last question na lang. Ano na yung thoughts mo ngayon, Ricky, tungkol kay, sa pinagdadaanan ni Ate Guy? Sa personal niyang circumstances?
Si Guy, na-realize ko lately, for a while din, I felt sad na ako, mukhang may sakit si Guy. And then, ang strong ulit niya. Then I realized na si Guy, lagi siyang bumabamon.
Yun naman ang story niya, no?
Yeah, lagi siyang, kulang na lang, lagi siyang nare-reincarnate o nabubuhay uli. Lagi, andyan na naman siya. Kala ko, si Guy may sakit. Si Guy is telling me, Kuya Ricky, nararamdaman ako. May sakit ako. And suddenly, ito naman siya, strong at ang daming plano. So, natanggap ko na kung ano siya noon, ganun pa rin siya pala ngayon. Yung, lagi siyang nare-reincarnate, lagi siyang ayan na naman.
Parang himala.
Parang hindi siya mamamatay. Parang siya immortal, lagi siyang nandiyan. And it's a very good thing kasi ang dami na niyang nabigay sa atin, pero palagay ko ang dami-dami pang nasa loob niya na pwede niyang ibigay sa atin. And sayang kung hindi niya mabibigay lahat yun. So, yun, sana makalabas yun at maibigay niya at ma-share sa ating lahat. And willing ako na makatulong, magtulungan kami para makatulong na may ilang man lang doon na makalabas.
Salamat. Sana pagpapatuloy niyo yung no? You keep on pushing each other. Thank you.
Thank you, Mario Tumawa.
Follow up.
Follow up. Ay, Barbara may kakanay.
Do you have a time frame? For this project with Nora Honor? Because I think it's a big project. I mean, it's a good project.
Yes.
1 year or?
Yung mga time frame sa buhay ko. Although siguro dapat mas tutukan na. Ang dami kong time frames na maligalig ako eh. I go all over the place. Nakita ko na yung sarili ko. When I was supposed to be writing my third novel, suddenly sumingit yung kung alam niyo lang. And it was so easy to write. During the pandemic, I wanted to go to my third novel, and suddenly I came out with a book of essays. I mean, kung saan may nakabukas na pinto, kung saan may nakabukas na avenue, I tend to go there. So, in the past, I used to complain, bakit ako ganito? I'm so disorganized. But natutunan ko na eh, hindi ako disorganized, may sarili lang akong mapa. Mas malaki lang yung mapa ko, mas marami lang siyang side streets na sinusundan ko. So, nang natanggap ko na may mas malaki lang akong mapa na mas maraming side streets, then less ko nang pinahon ng sarili ko, then I've learned to cope with myself. I've learned to cope with procrastination. I've learned to accept the fact na I tend to be disorganized and I work on a lot of projects at the same time. Na-turn around ko siya to make it work for me, and I find out that it works for me. So yun. So kung time frame, like I say, sana within this time frame. Pero pag may pumasok na mas magandang puntahan, I tend to go there.
that means as a national artist, hindi ka retiring because most national artists, after they receive these awards,
Oo.
talagang they rest on their laurels.
I think baliktad. I think the moment na na-proclaim ka ng national artist, then you have an obligation to keep creating and keep sharing and keep giving back sa audience nung kung ano man makikreate mo. I don't think yung title na national artist, ibig sabihin natapos ka na, nagawa mo na. I think it's a responsibility na dapat kang gawin. So, it just pushes me to work harder, to keep creating. That's why, sana, ibigay nila sa mga mas bata pa, artist, sa mga wala pang mga sakit, sa mga mas makabuhay pa ng matagal.
Oo nga, no?
Para nasi-share.
Iba posthumous pa ka eh.
Yeah, para nasi-share nila ang kanilang mga creations. But more than that, para nai-enjoy nila ang pag-enjoy ng tao sa kanilang creations.
Sana yearly.
Nabubuhay pa.
O sana buhay pa daw, sabi ni Professor. Nestor, huwag yung posthumous ibigay.
Yeah, sana gano'n. And I'd like to make that appeal because pag tinignan mo ang mga artists, lalo na yung mga artists na pinaparangalan,
Yes.
they're so generous. Artists giving of themselves, pati yung kaluluwa nila, sinasaid nila para magbigay sa ibang tao. Ang mga mahusay na artists, hindi nag-create para sa sarili, laging para sa ibang tao. Hanggang ubos na sila, upod na sila lahat. So, in return, sana maging generous din sa kanila, ang gobyerno, ang public, ang ibang tao, giving back to them also.
Do you propose,
Sana habang mas bata pa sila, o habang buhay pa sila.
do you propose a yearly granting of national artists? Kasi actually, mas maraming artists kaysa year of giving them awards. Every
Yes.
3 years kasi.
Yes, kaya at least masaya ako na tatlo kami ngayong taon ito kasi usually pa isa-isa.
Kasi sabi, darating daw, sorry, hahapon daw si Dr. Henry. Huwag daw tayo umalis pa daw. Pag-isabi niya, kasi in health niya, si Presidente ng FFCCCII, hahapon daw ngayon, want to be with you now. Sorry, wait na lang.
Yeah.
Another question. Do you have a plan to do something, a film on the Chinese in the Philippines? Because I think it's a very great concept na hindi ginagalaw ng iba.
Although mayroong po series, yung mga una lang nakarater. But I think there's room. And kung gusto mong gumawa ng sarili.
Ay, maganda yan.
Yeah. Dati gusto kong gumawa ng full-length play on the Chinoys. But maybe full-length play, also a full-length film.
Uy, maganda yan. Sinabi kahapon ni Jose Maricha na dream niya noon na daw for years to write a musical about the Chinese immigrant story.
Okay. Maybe I should get in touch with him.
Yes, you should get in touch with him. Sa kanyang music, sa inyong story. Yes, you could combine both. Kasi like you, he is also the son of an immigrant and he wants to pay tribute to immigrants.
Yeah, kasi alam nyo,
Yes.
halos lahat kami,
Yes.
nanggaling kami sa mga parents or grandparents na hirap na hirap ang buhay sa China
Struggles.
ago, and then mag-migrate sa Pilipinas at hirap na hirap ang buhay nila.
Di pa as a minority.
Hindi nila minority, hindi nila alam yung language, nag-struggle sila lahat hanggang masenso.
Very touching. Ang galing ni National Artist Ricky Lee. Sobrang inspiring ang buhay niyo. Ano bang, meron ba kayong new movie or new project you want to promote? Parang nabasa ko you're connected to the movie, MMFF, or something.
No, wala
Wala na. Yes. Are you excited to watch the MMFF? Have you read about any of these movies?
No, not yet.
Not yet, sir. Parang quiet sila. They're not as active as previous years.
Meron naman, hindi ko nang maalala. Pero meron mga
Announcements.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Si Ben is my nephew from my half-brother.
Yes. His father and your father were half-brothers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yung tatay ko,
Yes.
nag-migrate dito ng 12 years old siya.
Yes.
And then I think years later, bumalik sa China,
Yes.
nagkaroon ng pamilya,
Yes.
nagkaanak siya, yung tatay ni Ben. Anak niya doon. And then
Oo.
bumalik ng Pilipinas, napag-asawa yung nanay ko, ako
Yes.
yung pinanganak.
So tatay ni Ben, saka ikaw, half brothers. Pamangkin mo. Oh,
Si Ben, pinanganak
Yes.
sa
Fujian province.
pinanganak siya sa China, sa
Yes.
Fujian.
Ang name ng, hinanap ko na eh. Tinanong ko sa kanya, siyempre national artist, kailangan malaman yung roots. Parang si John F. Kennedy, alam niya ba, pumunta siya sa Ireland, hinanap niya sa Valley or galing yung mga Kennedys. Si Mr. Ricardo Lee, ang tatay niya, immigrant from Campi Village. From Campi Village in Fujian Province, southern China. Came here 12 years old.
Usually naman, they come from southern China.
They usually come here teenagers.
One of the poorest regions
Yes.
in China.
Actually, Mr. Ricky Lee, na-research ko din, yung Fujian Province pala pinaka-mountainous sa lahat ng probinsya ng China, pinakamaraming bundok ang Fujian. Yan ang parang Samar, na yung parang dulong-dulong ng malayo sa Beijing, malayo sa elite.
Isa pa palang possible project na pinag-isipan
Yes, sir.
for me to go back to China with
You should. Ay, that's a project that we should do.
and do a documentary. Parang
Ay, alam mo sinong may gusto niyan? Si Mother Lily. Gusto din niya puntahan ang roots niya.
tatlo na kami lead.
Oo, ay, ano siya? Mother Lily, ano siya? You siya, you. Hindi, asawa niya Lee. Tapos, si the late Ricky Lo, yung Philippine Star Entertainment editor, yun din ang dream niya, to go to the hometown of his father. Pero sayang, he passed away during the COVID.
Pagtapos na yung COVID concerns sa China,
I will arrange for that, Mr. Jeffrey Lang, with your permission.
Maybe this-
Our Vice President.
maybe this is the best time. After that,
That would be a great documentary. That would be a great story. Roots of the national artists. Mr. Professor Alex Magno, one of the best journalists in the country and Professor of Political Science. Baka you have some question for Mr. Nikili or any comments? I know you are a younger contemporary. Maybe any one question? Alam mo, namimili si Professor Alex Magno ng pinupuntahan sa Pandesal Forum. Kahit na mga senator, di niya pinupuntahan na. Kahit na foreign ambassador. Pero si Ricky Lee, sabi ko, wow, kaya talaga rockstar kayo. Kasi at saka kakilala kayo. Professor Alex Magno, who we all idolize also for political analysis and wisdom.
Pinuntahan ko talaga si Ricky dahil kasama ko sa mga workshop dati at siya lang natuto.
pinili ka talaga ito para
Anong future ng very general term? Philippine literature. Kung meron ba?
Yes. Ano, nakikita niyo yung future?
Ganda ba?
yan, oo. Ang dami naming nagsusulat at ang dami naming nagbabasa ng Philippine literature. Hindi kasing dami ng ina-expect natin o na gusto natin, pero ang dami namin during the pandemic, nagkwento yung ibang mga kaibigan ko publishers, ang lakas ng mga ng order ng books natin. So, I think lumalakas siya. Maski ako, lakas nung nag-pre-selling ako, ng nobela ko, ang dami-daming umo-order. But, yung complaint ko, sinabi ko na to 10, 20 years ago, ganito pa rin siya sabihin ko eh. Pag pumunta ka sa isang bookstore,
Yes.
10% lang ang Pilipiniana, 90% foreign books. So pag may bisita akong foreigner, naghanap siya ng Pilipiniana, most nakikita niya, hindi naman Pilipiniana, section lang. Pag pumunta ka sa mga library natin sa mga universities, again, section lang yung Pilipiniana, mas marami yung foreign books. Nung naging bestseller kami noon sa Para Kay B, naka-display kami sa bookstore sa isang section, Pero nung foreign book yung naging bestseller ng top 10, andun sila sa malaking eskaparate sa harap. So, hanggang ngayon, medyo may pagkaganon pa na situation. But I am very optimistic kasi nakikita ko yung readers na pumunta ako ng book fair, itong huli, kita mo pa rin yung mga taong pumupunta doon dahil sa books Hindi sila pumupunta para maglapatsa o mag-window shopping, talagang sinadya nila. You see it every day na punong-puno na nagpapasa. So nandiyan pa rin yung crowd, yung market, yung readers. Yung sinasabi ko lang kanina, I think ang dapat gawin I think dapat puntahan sila ng gobyerno, ng writers, ng teachers, dalhin sa kanila yung literature. Rather than nag-expect tayo na ang ganda ng sinulat ko, lalapitan nila ako. Mahirap lang mga tao, walang means, walang resources, ang daming distraction. So we have to go there. We have to go there. But the moment na napuntahan mo sila, they're interested to read. They read. Personal experience ko sa mga sulat nila sa akin.
Sir, hi. Sir Glenn Nuevo, DCWP.
Yes, DCED of GA7.
Yes. Sir, Sir Ricky, with the rise of Korean novela, kasi malaking issue ngayon yung Korean novela and nagkaroon pa ng issue na baka iban siya or what, may mga nagpo-propose or at least to limit it, di ba? Kailangan ba ma-threaten dito ng mga Filipino writers, mga director po natin, or is this a challenge? Paano ba natin dapat tanggapin ito, Sir Ricky?
Palagi ba hindi tayo dapat natathreaten, gano'ng kaganda, gano'ng kahusay ng foreign fair na dumarating? Well, isa ngayon, K-drama, dati telenovela, and so on. I don't think we should be threatened kasi I don't think it should be a competition ng pahusayan. I think it should be a matter of cultural, ano man tawag doon, sharing. May matututunan tayo sa kanila, may matututunan sila sa atin. Marami tayong matututunan sa kanila. So, hindi dapat magkompetensya. I think regulation na kailangan. Dapat bigyan tayo ng mas enough na space, enough support para sa local content. Then bigyan ng espasyo yung foreign content. Pero dapat ang priority, local content. Sa GMA, we did an adaptation of Startup with Bea Alonso and Alden Richards. Hindi ko alam kung dapat sabihin dito in public, baka sabihin nagyayabang.
Yes.
But I feel na mas maganda yung adaptation na ginawa, mas Filipinized, may mga tuning kami sa huli, may mga gaps ang feeling namin na pinunuan namin. I hope hindi ma-offend yung mga fans ng K-drama. Ang ibig ko lang sabihin, iba yung audience nila, iba yung audience natin. So, in-adapt namin. Which means, natuto kami doon sa start-up, pero nagbigay din kami ng sarili namin. Hindi kami nagpakulong lang doon, at hindi rin kami nag-threaten.
Lastly, sir, itong MMFF, laging sinasabi ng tao, bitin. Yes, it's from 25 to 7.
2 weeks lang.
2 weeks lang di ba, Sir Wilson?
Oo, parang kawawa naman ng local movies. What do you think? Tama, maganda yun
Oo nga, though we believe na talagang may business din naman ang polls. Pero, what are your thoughts, Sir Ricky?
I think nasa sitwasyon tayo where dapat lalong magtulungan. Like, kailangan ng tulong ng producers, kailangan ng tulong ng filmmakers, pero naiintindihan ko rin kailangan ng tulong ng mga sinihan. Kasi nagsarahan at nagkalugi-lugi during the pandemic. So I think it should be in the spirit of tulungan muna. Habaan yung mga pelikulang Pilipino na pinalalabas, pero tulungan din natin yung mga sinihan na kumita sila, whether pelikulang Pilipino or foreign films. Kasi pag sumigla yung mga sinihan natin, eventually magkakaroon lalo ng room for Filipino content. So, again, I don't think dapat nagkukumpetensya.
Thank you, sir. Diyan si Dr. Hendrik. May special gift si Mr. Lee National Artist for Dr. Hendrik. Pakialalayan natin sa hagdanan. Yes. Dr. Henry Limpolyong. Sabi niya sa akin, hindi siya pwede absent sa defining his doctors. He should come. Yes. Yung regalo and the plaque, nandiyan yung plaque. And then, magbibigyan ng regalo, yes. Let's say a few words before we get the gift. Please sit here. I make extra chair. Extra chair. Yes. I made him speech din na. Ay, nag-speech na kanina si pareho. Binasa niya yung speech niya. Maybe you'd like to say something. Ito na lang, baka you can say something. Yes. Ito naman regalo ni
Okay, I'd like to apologize after being late. But anyway, it's better late than never. So because of the really
national artist.
National artist, so important to the children community. So that I think it's best that I have to be here because of the
Wait, walang nasa. Walang nasa para makita.
to be able to hand over the lap of appreciation. Lap of recognition out to him. And we are very happy that he's here with us today. And Federation being one of the biggest organizations in the Philippines. Itong plaque na ito, this is a heavy plaque also. It's the heaviest plaque we have ever given to any artist or any person.
Dr. Lili.
So again, allow me to present this plaque of recognition to Mr. Lee.
Si Dr. Lili.
As we would like also to invite a lot of Chinois to become a good national artist. In fact, yesterday we had Mr. Marichan that we are nominating him for a national artist of Pops and Music. I'm sure he is very capable of being a national artist. So again, Mr. Lee, our sincere appreciation. You give me recognition to the Chinoy community. And again, allow us to present to you this plaque of recognition. Thank you.
By the way, Dr. Lim, ang tatay niya, si Mr. Lee Hyun-sin, was 26 years Secretary General of the Kamuning Northern Filipino Chinese Chamber of Commerce, which is one of the 170 orgs under FFCCCII. Tatay niya was 26 years with the chamber.
Yes, the Federation has more than 170 different organizations covering from Apari to Tawi-Tawi. And we are very happy that all of our chambers are doing a lot of philanthropic works. Kaya pag may typhoon relief operations, may sunog, talagang madali ang response namin kasi nandiyan mga chapter namin.
And you're both from UP, Professor Alex Magna, also UP, also Jeffrey Nang, you're all from the same school. Let's know what year you are both. Anong year kayo, Dr. Lim?
My student numbers is 6715169.
It's almost the same. You went same year. You entered UP the same year. Coincidence? AB English kayo, engineering. Wow. Coincidence?
And then also, I think Secretary Fred Pascual is also but 67 kaya lang chemistry yata sa kanya.
Ito pa matutuwa kayo, Dr. Lim. Your predecessor before, si Mr. Jimmy Tang, FFCCCII President before, ang unang job niya as a high school student from Bicol, came to Manila, walang kakilala, nakakuha siya ng unang job, Abesco. Isang Chinese at accounting clerk, isang Chinese, naawa sa kanya kasi rineject siya sa English exam niya, pinapasok siya sa Abesco, doon siya nagtrabaho. Coincidence. Di siya accounting, wala siyang graduate pa siya ng high school, pero pinasok siya sa accounting department. Sabi niya because of his Chinese heritage.
Yung AB English ang course na undergraduate. I don't know kung may kung may instructor ka o instructors na by the name of Mrs. Peña, no? Kasi when I enter UP, College of Engineering, we have to take English 1, 2, and 3. Kaya may integrated na English 1 and 2 eh. Kaya maraming Chinoy, talaga nahihirapan sa English 1 and 2. Meron ako magaling ng Chinoy, nakakuha siya ng cum laude for both courses in the span of 5 years. Kaya lang, hindi siya magka-cum laude. Hanggang cum laude lang siya. Kasi noong first year daw sa UP, pinaksak siya ng English, binigyan ng 5. Kaya it's very difficult to recover, no? Pag may 5 ka na, hindi ka may magka-cum laude. Kaya talaga, I was also so surprised with the standard of UP. My high school is in Letran. Ang instructor namin sa Letran is Teddy Owen. Teddy Owen is a very well-known columnist in Manila Bulletin. Magaling si Teddy Owen actually he is I think a British national or whatever. No? So ang team namin sa Letran before, palaging ako sa 85 to 90. Kaya lang, first team ko sa English 1, binigyan ko ng 4. Pero at any rate, I'm happy that the standard of UP was so high that I'm glad ng UP for very outstanding. Like, itong kapatid ko dito, si Ricky Lee, is also very outstanding Chinoy. So, hindi ko alam na parang you still remember your student number.
67 siya, 67 daw. Same kayo. Tapos isa pa, before you came, ang dream niya is to visit the ancestral village in Fujian after this pandemic, which is next year. He hopes to trace his father's ancestral village and do a documentary. So sabi namin ni Mr. Jeffrey na, alam mo ba, ang coincidence pa, the first time he went to China, 1971 because of APCO. It was APCO yung presidente ng APCO now is Mr. Jeffrey Na and newly elected vice chairman. And he hopes to go there again. And sabi namin ni Mr. Jeffrey Na, with your support, we will help arrange his trip, national artist to Fujian province in his ancestral village.
By the way, have you contacted your family association with the Lee family?
Not yet. Through the nephew, will do it. We should do that. We should do that. That's a brilliant suggestion. That the Lee Clan Association of the entire Philippines should honor you. Yes. That's a good idea.
Right now, in China, it's the family of Ong, Lee, and Q.
Yes, the premier is Lee.
Yeah. Siguro yun, at least mga 80 million members ang Lee in China. Right?
And 1/3 ng Korea, Lee. 1/3 ng Koreano.
Anyway, if you need any assistance in China or whatever, the Federation will be happy to oblige.
Will accompany.
Especially si Wilson, hindi din to eh. Kaya Wilson can do the So again, please accept this honor here, and again, it is really our honor. No, it's not really only your honor, but the honor of the Federation to give you this plaque. So again, thank you for giving us also this honor. Our fellow Chinoy, Ricky Lee, and my batchmate in UP, Ricky Lee. Okay, thank you, and let me also like to say a few words.
Yes.
Thank you. These are my books.
Ito regalo ni National Artist Ricky Lee for President Dr. Henry Lim Bondyong.